are the facts. Your client is a drug dealer. So that makes him unfit.
And how can you prove that?
Like, why would you have drugs around children? That's definitely unfit.
Okay, I agree. But how can you prove that?
Well, didn't he just recently get locked up for drugs? Just recently?
Oh, that was on the news, yes. So, you're referring to the criminal case that had the dirty cop, if I remember, right? That planted the wire. That was dismissed. So you can't really tie him to a case that was dismissed, and you should know that. So what other arguments would you like to stand on that claims that he's unfit?
I mean, everybody still knows that he sells drugs around in the neighborhood.
Oh, everybody knows that. I doubt that you can prove that. What we are here today to speak about is the financial manipulation taking place by your client. And let's just say you. Because from my understanding, you went to his job, discovered where he worked, and determined how much money he was making based on what, I don't know. But what I see is a reformed black man that you all are trying to use the system against to just cater to, I don't know, Louis Vuitton purses and cases. Because exactly what do you need this money for?
To sustain my lifestyle, to make sure I take care of my own.
To make sure that you take care of money.
Yes.
Okay, well, I've done several days of research regarding you and Maya, and from my understanding, she spends much of her days with your mother. So how often do you see your daughter? How often do you cook meals for your daughter? How
Don't answer
often
that.
do you take her to an extracurricular activity? Tell me specifically. This is what I don't want. I don't want to have to take you to court, Mimi, and present this case as though you are the unfit mother. Because when I think of a mother, I think of a person who is highly ethical, who has high character and high esteem. But the fact that you would manipulate someone and coerce them into giving you more money than you actually need is really unfair, because then you're teaching the child to do the same thing, right or wrong. I researched that you had 2 businesses. Does your client have 2 businesses?
Okay.
She has 2 active businesses, which means you have 2 incomes coming in to actually take care of your child.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Definitely nothing wrong with
And that does not
So what
negate
was
from
the-
my client paying his financial responsibilities. But what does bother me is that you want to continually up the ante when there's no reason for it.
Well, prices are going up.
Prices are
childcare.
going up. Bags are going up. School is going up. All things are going up. So what I'm going to have to do is then get a financial statement. And when I present this financial statement to court, I don't want to see a Birkin listed. I don't want to see a Louis Vuitton listed. And I'm sure that your financial statements are going to show us otherwise. So what I'm thinking is that unless you can provide us with documents that she attends a private school or that she's in 30 different extracurricular activities, there's really no reason for you to continually want this unsustainable amount of money from our client.
Well, whatever you need, we'll have to provide, and that shouldn't be a problem for us then.
Oh, it's absolutely going to be a problem. And I really would hate to have to make her out to be an unfit mother.
Well, like I said, there's nothing wrong with her working 2 jobs or having her businesses that she has.
Right. So, counselor, understand this.
But now that he has a job.
He does have a job and he's willing to pay, but he's not willing to be manipulated into more money than is needed to actually care for this child.
But let's talk about the time that when she was
Listen. I don't think we need to, you don't gotta have the courts in our business, man. Just me and you can work this out. Just the way you going about this ain't it, Mimi. Come on now.
I mean, especially the way that she's trying to comfort me, like, no.
I think she got.
If you would get an attorney to do what she did, which can also get you disbarred, mind you, since you want to talk about ethics and how he's not fit. You're not fit to be an attorney because you took an oath. And you seemingly squandered your way into manipulating him into paying your client more. So I am here based on that energy. Had she done it the right way, then I wouldn't have to really paint you out to be this type of mother. And I don't want to. What I'm asking you to do is to be reasonable. And if he is able to pay you a certain amount of money that you and your child can sustain a healthy lifestyle with, then that is all we're asking. But if you want to continue to have a need for more income, then I'm gonna have to prove where you were wrong in needing that income. And I don't wanna have to paint you out that way.
Okay, so what I'm asking of him is something that he was already paying. So he was already giving me a lump of
So all I'm saying is, Mimi, let's just settle this without the court. Undisclosed amount, something reasonable.
Okay, something that we can both agree on.
Something we can agree on. Something that, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
I
if
agree
you
with
guys
that.
can agree,
Then we agree.
okay, well then that settles that.
That works for us.
All right, cool.
Was there anything else that you wanted to say while we are here? Possibly you, or do you guys just need to speak in private?
I mean, I'm gonna listen to what you have to say, B. I mean,